For 27 years, humanity watched the Covenant glass entire worlds into barren wastelands. But Reach was different. The home of the Spartans, humanity's greatest military fortress and the last shield before Earth. But when the Covenant found it, Reach became a graveyard, and 6 Spartans were about to decide whether humanity would survive or fade into extinction. Our story begins in the year 2552, when a Spartan identified only as Spartan B312 is assigned to Noble Team on the planet Reach. There's Carter, the team's commander, Kat, his brilliant second-in-command, June, their sharpshooter, Emile, who carved a skull into his visor because it's badass, I guess, and George, a massive Spartan too who was born on Reach. B312 is replacing a Spartan the team lost several months earlier and is designated the new Noble 6. Carter makes one thing clear: his lone wolf days are over. He's part of Noble Team now. Their first mission seems routine. A communications relay has gone dark and the UNSC suspects local rebels. Instead, Noble Team finds dead soldiers, terrified civilians, and Covenant troops operating deep inside Reach. Somehow, an invasion force has slipped past the planet's defenses unnoticed. Carter declares winter contingency. The Covenant are here.
Colonel, this is Noble 1. There are no rebels. The Covenant are on Reach. Acknowledge?
Come again, Noble 1. Did you say Covenant?
Affirmative. It's the winter contingency.
May God help us all.
Noble Team helps repel an attack on the Office of Naval Intelligence's sword base, but the enemy wasn't simply trying to destroy it, they were searching for something. 2 weeks later, 6 and June sneak behind enemy lines to determine how many Covenant forces have landed. The answer is far more than anyone imagined. An entire army has been hiding beneath massive cloaking fields, preparing for a full invasion. The UNSC launches everything it has. Tanks, aircraft, infantry, and Spartans tear through the Covenant lines as Noble Team destroys one of the enormous spires carrying troops onto the surface. A UNSC frigate moves in and obliterates it with a Mac round. For one glorious moment, humanity appears to be winning. Then the sky opens. A Covenant supercarrier decloaks above the battlefield and destroys the frigate with a single shot. Its name is the Long Night of Solace, and conventional weapons won't bring it down. So Kat comes up with a slightly insane alternative. They'll remove the slip space drive from a UNSC frigate, smuggle it aboard a smaller Covenant ship, and detonate it beside the carrier, ripping a hole in space straight through the vessel. 6 and George launch into orbit, capture the Covenant corvette Ardent Prayer, and carry the makeshift bomb toward the Long Night of Solace. The plan works, but the bomb's timer is damaged. Someone has to remain behind and trigger it manually. George volunteers, reaches his home, and he refuses to let 6 take his place. He hands 6 his dog tags, throws him from the ship, and tells him to make it count.
Don't deny me this. Tell him to make it count.
Seconds later, the slip space drive detonates. The Long Night of Solace is torn in half. George dies believing he's saved Reach. Then another slip space rupture appears, and another, and another. Within seconds, the sky fills with Covenant warships. George sacrificed everything to destroy one carrier, and the Covenant replaced it with an entire fleet. 6 falls from orbit and crashes back onto Reach. By the time he reaches New Alexandria, the counterattack is over. Now they're just trying to evacuate whoever is still alive. 6 fights through the ruined city, protecting civilian transports as Covenant ships hover between burning skyscrapers. He eventually reunites with Noble Team, but the Covenant begins glassing New Alexandria before they can escape. Noble races toward an underground shelter as plasma tears through the city above them. Just before they reach safety, a sniper fires one shot. Kat is dead before she hits the ground. There's no final speech, no heroic sacrifice. Noble Team can't even stop to mourn her. They carry her body into the shelter while Reach burns above them. Days later, the surviving Spartans are recalled to Sword Base on a final mission. Deep beneath the facility, they find Dr. Catherine Halsey in an ancient Forerunner vessel buried in the ice. Halsey has been studying its data, searching for something that could help humanity fight back. That discovery is now carried by a fragment of the AI Cortana. Reach can no longer be saved. The only thing that matters is getting Cortana off the planet. June stays behind to escort Halsey, while Carter, Emile, and Six carry Cortana toward the Pillar of Autumn, one of the last ships with any chance of escaping Reach. Their Pelican is attacked before they reach the shipyard, leaving Carter critically wounded. He orders Emile and Six to continue on foot, but a Covenant Scarab blocks their path. Carter doesn't have the firepower to destroy it. He does, however, still have a Pelican. Carter crashes directly into the Scarab, clearing the way and leaving Emile and Six to finish Noble Team's final mission. They fight their way into the shipyard, where Emile takes control of a massive cannon while Six delivers Cortana directly to Captain Jacob Keyes. The mission is complete, but Covenant zealots storm the cannon.
Who's next? I'm ready! How about you?
Captain Keyes offers Six a place aboard the last Pelican. Six looks at the cannon, then at the Covenant cruiser preparing to destroy the Pillar of Autumn, and he stays behind. Six fires the cannon into the cruiser's main weapon, crippling it seconds before it can fire. The Pillar of Autumn escapes Reach with Cortana, Captain Keyes, and one Spartan named John 117 aboard. The coordinates Cortana carries will lead them to a mysterious ring world called Halo, but Noble Six never sees it. He remains behind on Reach, surrounded by Covenant forces with no rescue coming. Six valiantly fights until his armor is shattered and the Covenant finally drags him to the ground. Years later, humanity returns to Reach. Grass grows over the battlefield, but Six's broken helmet remains where he fell. He never lived to see humanity win the war. He never learned what Cortana would discover or what the Master Chief would accomplish on Halo. But George asked him to make it count, and Noble Six accomplished his mission.